Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, Auntie Jackie's Diaries. So we have a video of wine. I went to visit somebody who I drink their wine, and I'd never known how the wine is made. Where I knew it was made from bananas, but the process of making the wine and all that. So I decided to go and pay them a visit, and we went through the process of him telling me how who he manages, of course, the business with, and how he goes through the process of acquiring. Oh, lovely sunshine. See me, that's better. Of him going through the process of acquiring the bananas, what type of bananas he uses, how and who supports him to do the initial processes, and then how he moves on to manage the process of winemaking mechanically. I like the fact that he has, as you hear, he has he uses local women, so to give employment, but also the fact that most times, he is short on bananas. You cannot believe it. He was saying how they struggle to get bananas for him to continue making this process in a large amount. So any of us who were there who have got a business or who've got bananas, you can contact him. The number will be there. But the wine is quite delicious. I enjoy it, and we shared it to a few people, and all of them have loved the wine. So I hope we can support our Ugandan own wine, the one that I know from the time I've come. Of course, there should be many, but I don't know all of them. This one I know, and this one I'm recommending because I've tasted it. I've loved it. So enjoy this video. It's been a long time coming, because when I made the video, I made quite a few videos, but then we had the unfortunate circumstances that befell me. So they have been sitting they've been sitting here for a while, and because of that, some of them have gone missing. I've lost a few footages of quite a few things which I did, but you know what? I'm okay. I'm still going to put whatever I have. You never know, to reach somebody who will find this inspiring. So thanks a lot. So this is it.
The only time we touch where we have body interaction with the raw material is when we are peeling. From that time, then it becomes mechanical. Exactly.
So once you peel them, they go here.
And we thank you very much. Go and enjoy Native Gold.
Look, my sweet red. I love it. Thank you very much. So today we've come to the village. It's still in Kampala, district almost, or Wakiso. Can't remember very well. Wakiso actually it is, but it is a village. It is not in town. And oh my goodness me, I have come to check on this gentleman who has been supplying me with wine. Yes, I'm a wine taker, and I like his red wine. It's called Native Beverages. That's the picture that you can see. So we're going to meet this gentleman. He's called Mr Musisi. So welcome to my channel, Auntie Jackie's Diaries. Let's see what Mr Musisi has in store for us today. So without further ado, let's go and meet Mr Musisi and the team. Yes. So Mr Musisi, thank you very much for allowing me to come to your winery. Planning new things. So
nice to hear.
I'll let you introduce yourself.
I'm Mrs Musisi. I'm managing director of Native Beverages. The brands, we shall go through them.
Yeah.
The brand is Native Gold. So with the different brands under Native Gold.
Okay.
Yes, I'm Edward Kagwa, and I'm the team leader. I also work as a quality assistant.
Okay, so you're the one who makes our wines very strong.
Yes.
Okay.
Hello, I'm Melissa Namaganda, and I'm the business development manager. So I basically deal with business development, getting the new clients and connecting with, generally getting business into the company, and also I deal with the accounts and bookkeeping.
Okay. Yes, so we have come to this room, looks empty. What is this room for?
Okay. Typical wine which people get in supermarkets in Uganda, largely it is imported.
Okay.
And it is imported and made from grapes.
Okay.
Grape wine.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, but Uganda is not traditional wine or grape growing country.
Okay.
So our idea was to look at which kind of fruits in Uganda can equally make good wines.
Okay.
Because of our capabilities, and after scanning around, we zeroed down on bananas. So there are bananas where traditionally people get a juice and blend, and then they make the local brew.
Oh.
Typically they make the juice, they put on sorghum, and it is ready maybe in a few days, and they drink it.
Yeah.
So we said, why don't we look at explore making the wine, very high quality wine.
Yes.
From the imported bananas.
Okay.
Now what you see here, the bananas come on the truck.
Okay.
And they have to be ripened.
Okay.
Traditionally, bananas are ripened. They dig a pit.
Yes.
And they put the banana leaves.
Yes.
And then they cover.
Yes.
Essentially to make it warm.
Yes.
And after around 7 days, 6 to 7 days, they get it out. And then they make the juice from there.
Okay.
But for us, that's not the way we do it. Incidentally, you came when we did have bananas here.
Okay.
But we buy bananas from the villages. We go deep in the villages.
How far do you go to buy the bananas?
In Ruero, around 70 kilometers from here.
So only within the Uganda region?
Yes, and it is because of the market.
The market.
Yeah. Okay. So we shall talk about when we have a huge, by the way, capacity here.
Yes, yeah.
But the market is not yet big.
So you mean you don't have enough supplies of bananas?
Yeah, the bananas are hard to come by. So when we go to buy, we mobilize actually villages, many villages.
Okay.
And we go and collect from small scale growers, a lot of women growers from the market. Then the banana comes, there are different varieties of bananas.
I was going to ask you what varieties do you want?
Yes, traditionally, the midday, there was a typical midday variety.
Yes.
Almost extinct, but now has come to the other varieties.
Okay.
So they have the cabana, which is a type of fia variety.
Okay.
But we also have others called the Musa.
Okay.
We have Chisuli.
Yes, let me go ahead so you can look at
it. Even in these, but that one is more expensive.
Okay.
So from this one, we buy the bananas from the villages when it is mature.
Yes.
In bunches, but not ripe.
Okay.
So one has to ripen it.
And you ripen it from here?
So this is the ripening shed.
Okay.
So what we do, we lay all the bananas on these shelves.
Yes.
And we cover.
Yes.
And maintain a certain temperature.
Yes.
So that they can be able to ripen before we process them into a juice. Okay. When we are doing the ripening, we do some external heating. And it will still take around 7 days.
7 days. Okay.
7 days to ripen.
Okay.
And then from here, we process into juice. Technically, it is called must, M-U-S-T. If you are going to make a wine. Okay. So that is the must. And our must comes through pumps.
Right.
So from there, the only time we touch where we have body interaction with the raw material is when we are peeling. From that time, then it becomes mechanical. Exactly.
So once you peel them, they go here.
It comes now. From there we pump the must. pump the banana juice, and it comes into this tank. This tank is called a fermenter.
Fermenter. I'm gonna cut you short, Mr. Musisi.
Yes.
I think I missed something. Once we've peeled them, where do we put them?
In the small, we have batches in the small vessel there.
In the
ripening shade. That silver, the stainless steel.
Okay.
And that's where we put it. And then we apply some heat, some temperature. There's a specific temperature which comes from the boiler of steam.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So from there, actually, then we get it out. The juice comes out.
Pumped.
Then we pump.
And it's pumped somewhere there.
It pumps and it goes into this tank.
This tank. Okay.
So from there now, we manage. As I told you, wine in Europe, wine is their temperatures are low.
Yes.
And they put in a wine cellar where temperatures are controlled.
Yes.
So we also do the same.
Okay.
But here we use mechanical energy.
Right.
So we have our cooling systems.
Okay.
And we ferment the wine here.
Okay.
It doesn't take a long time here. It takes like 14 days.
14 days to mature.
No, not to mature. Now you have.
I've jumped the stage.
You ferment.
Yeah, fermented.
Now it is no longer juice.
Yes.
It is you ferment it to alcohol.
Alcohol. Okay.
It is young wine.
Yes.
Very, very young.
Yes. Yeah.
Now from there, these tanks you see are called storage tanks or maturation tanks.
Maturation tanks. And I can see you have 2 of them.
There's another one there. So the wine comes here, and this is where wine has to mature, and it will take, depending, banana wine, just like other wines. So we're talking of, say, 6 months, 7 months. 8.
Okay. So all these are maturation tanks.
Maturation tanks.
Okay.
So it reaches a stage where you can move from one tank to another one. We call it racking. So you rack from one tank to another one.
Meaning
until when the wine becomes now mature enough and it is ready for packaging.
So meaning that for all these 3 tanks and the small one I can see, you can start taking the fermented wine from there to there, to there,
the other
to here, and then to here.
Another one becomes available.
Okay.
Then you fill the other one like that.
Okay. So as we see here, there's wine in here, all this.
Yes, there's wine.
Wow, maturing.
Maturing.
Wow. Okay.
So for example, now here, I'm a brewer, by the way.
Okay.
That's where the background is.
You know what? I should have asked that before.
So when we test, we have different ways of testing.
Yes.
It is leads us in the lab.
Okay.
So you test with the equipment.
Okay.
And the chemistry. We also test what is called organoleptic testing. The consumer doesn't know your chemical tests. Doesn't concern him.
Yes.
What is very important is what you have tested. So we do tests. We have standards, our own standards.
Yeah.
But the wine should taste like this, like this, like this.
Okay.
So when it has passed those tests, then we filter and it comes, say, in that tank. That tank is called a bright wine tank. BWT.
Bright wine tank.
Bright wine tank. So it is from that bright wine tank that the wine comes to the fillers. So this is part of the filling equipment that we use to fill the wine.
So the bottles are put here, or the
bottles.
The bottles, the jerrycans. Okay.
Now, after that, we do all the tests, the chemical analysis. I'm going to show you the laboratory.
Yes, yeah.
And I will also talk about another product that we are going to launch.
Okay.
It's a laboratory. So we do what is called wet chemistry. Wet chemistry is analysis, chemical analysis. We also have equipment This equipment is an analyzer,
Okay.
which does a lot of analysis automatically.
Yes.
It will give us, that's why our quality is very consistent.
Yes.
We have other equipment like a photometer. Yes, we have 4 different brands in the wine category. So we have a sweet white, very, very bright, very clear. We have a sweet red, that's the one you know. We have a dry red, and we have a rosé.
A rosé,
Rosé, this is typically, you'd wonder, we are really the first ones to put on the market.
A rosé,
Exactly. Somebody wouldn't have expected rosé from bananas. But rosé is also called summer wines in Europe.
In UK,
so it is wine. It is made a bit differently. It is pinkish, reddish color.
Yes,
so, that is the fourth one.
Okay.
Now, there is something that goes hand in hand with wines. In Europe,
cheese.
They also produce a brandy, which is whiskey, kind of whiskey.
Yes,
From wine. They distill wine.
Yes.